Daniel Bobinski here with the Emotional Intelligence blog from EQFactor.net. Today's topic is, how do I control my anger? If you get irritated or annoyed easily, at some point you may have asked, how do I control my anger? I confess earlier in my life I had a problem with anger. When things happened that I didn't want to happen, I got angry. My mentor, the late Alex Goodman, he taught me a lot about dealing with this. He said that whenever people get angry at others, they're really just angry with themselves. That did not make sense to me. If somebody does something that upsets me, didn't I have the right to be angry? Alex held his ground. In essence, what he said was, if the event that resulted in my anger was something I could have influenced, then no, I didn't have the right to be angry. Instead, I had the responsibility to act maturely and learn what I could have done differently. He said that displaying anger was more of an attempt to manipulate than anything else. I chewed on that for a long time, and the more I thought about it, the more I realized Alex was right. But before I answer the question of how do I control my anger, let me first explore a little of how anger actually helps us. You see, anger is a natural human emotion, and it's a valuable emotion that keeps us alive, especially when we're very young. When children are born, they lack the ability to talk. They have needs, but they can't verbalize those needs. Enter anger. If you've been around newborns in any capacity, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. A baby fusses, and quickly the parents are trying to figure out what the baby wants. Food, a diaper change, a nap. Displaying anger is how kids get their needs met. But there comes a time when children learn to talk. And when that happens, it's time to wean them away from using anger. They have to learn to express their wants and needs verbally. For example, instead of getting all fussy when they're hungry, we teach them to say, "I'm hungry. Can I have something to eat, please?" Temper tantrums are really just escalated efforts at using what's worked in the past, relying on anger to get needs met. If parents give in, then they're teaching their children that it's okay to use anger to get what they want. But if parents set firm boundaries, then children eventually stop relying on anger. Unfortunately, some folks never learn this, and they continue using anger as a way to get their needs met well into adulthood. So just how do I control my anger? Well, like I said, I realized Alex was right. Whenever I sense anger rising up, at the core of it all, I'm really just angry at myself for some reason. And so, practicing good emotional intelligence, I ask myself, what could I have done differently so that what happened didn't happen? It's really learning to take responsibility. If I can borrow some terminology from Stephen Covey, getting angry is reactive. Taking responsibility to learn what I could have done differently, that's proactive, and it's a choice. In closing, let me encourage you to visit EQFactor.net and download a complimentary copy of my book, 10 Steps for Improving Your Emotional Intelligence. May you be blessed, and make it a great day.